Greetings, humans from the not-too-distant future. I am the Hoary Archivist. We are back with some Rimworld, and we are playing some of our vanilla tribe today. I said tribe. I mean colony. We're not actually doing the tribal start. But we're going to get in there. We're going to do the best that we can, because, again, we are on permadeath, which is scary. It's really scary. I can't suggest starting on permadeath with your first colony. But, first episode went really well, I think. We're still trying to just kind of give people suggestions on how they could start off their first colonies. Just take a look, see what we've got. You know, I obviously probably don't have the most optimal start. I don't even know what the most optimal start is. But this can at least get you in the running. We have our 3 colonies. We have our dog. We have an ibex doe, which we have not murdered for food yet. We've got some farming going on out here I'm pretty happy with. And we are working on our first storage room and cooler, which is great. So hopefully we'll be getting that done soon. We're going to be doing a lot of sowing this episode, most likely, so I don't know exactly how much we're going to get done on the plant cutting construction front. Meteorite has landed. It is full of compacted steel, which I'm pretty happy with. Go ahead and mine all that out, please. That's all the way up there. Do it, you know, when you get a free chance. Inside of that, where am I going? What is my prerogative right now? Deconstructing a ship chunk. I appreciate you doing that. I also want you to try to tame this Thrumbo if you can so be arsed to do so. Please prioritize that. Slade, what are you doing? You're hunting an ibex doe. You're cooking a simple meal. Simple meal? Simple meal. The simplest of meals. You are going to go get some rice so that you can try to tame that gentle Thrumbo, which I appreciate. Now, taming a Thrumbo, generally not something you're going to be able to do super early. Why are you not taming this Thrumbo? Exactly. Taming something like a Thrumbo, not something you would be able to do super early anyways. Thrumbos are kind of a rare event in the first place. And I don't even know if I totally suggest it. I don't know how much of my food this is going to take out. But if I can train one and put it as an attacker for me, I would love that. I have a 1.2% chance, huh? Alright, so let's cancel that tame. We are not going to hunt it. A Thrumbo will kick our butt super fast. Thrumbos hate my existence and everything that is attached to it, and will try to end it as quickly as they can. I don't 100% blame them, because, to be completely honest, as colonists, we are kind of assholes. We're going to make some rice. We're going to bring it to our box ghost friend. Oh yeah, dear, hello. You weren't here yesterday when I started this series. Did you watch the first episode of Vanilla?
I believe so.
Yeah, welcome to the colony, basically. Alright, got some hops over there. We found some berries as well. We'll let some people go take care of that. What's my boy Slade doing? He's playing freaking horseshoes. I would prefer if he did not do so. I need things to be butchered. That would fill me with the greatest joy. Because then we can turn it into meals and it won't just sit there and rot away. Now then, please get to that. I desperately desire it with all of my heart and my being. Thank you. Alright, so how are we doing on food? We've got meals, frankly. We've got 3 just kind of sitting around. I'm not too mad about that. So let's just be happy. Alright. So rice is getting hauled. Why is all this rice? Like, oh man. I'm gonna need more storage space, 100%. I need this to get built out. Like, now would also be fine. I'm not super picky, but now would also be fine. we are going to be creating a lot of meals with this rice, is what I am assuming. Where are you heading to? Hauling steel? Good. She's also taking care of some of the steel. We have no food because we have no wood. We desperately need some wood to cook with. Otherwise, we're just going to be eating raw rice forever. Hey, buddy, you know what? I don't like getting in the way of y'all's work, but if you could prioritize cutting some of these trees, I would be forever grateful. And that tree. And that tree. Okay, so I have cut basically 3 trees in the time it takes Slade to cut 1, which is horrifying. Put it up to speed 3. Now, hopefully, what I am hoping, what I desire with my heart of hearts, is that some of this wood is going to be used to finish up some of this building that we're trying to do. Cargo pods. Hyperweave. Okay, that needs to get picked up. 100%. It's not too far away from base either. Okay. Now I need y'all to finish sleeping, if at all possible, so that we can get to that. So we've got research going. Research is slow right now, but we do need batteries. Who is our researcher? It is Slade. I need him to do that, though. But, like, he needs to haul and clean first. Actually, we're going to put hauling at a 2 still and cleaning as a 3. I would like him to haul whatever needs to be hauled and then get to work researching. That would be my preference. So let's talk about this rice. This rice is insane. We are going to shrink the rice zone a bit down to that, and then growing wise. So I want a zone here that's gonna be corn, and then another one right here. No. Then one short one right here. That's just gonna be cotton. There. Now, why did I do that, especially when we're getting a lot of rice in? That's a good question. One, we have a surplus of rice right now. Like, we're good on that. No problem. 2, actually, let's make another zone here. Can make this just rice, or clear all. Critical importance. Raw food, corn, potatoes, rice. And then this one will be normal priority, and it'll put everything else. Alright. That'll allow her to not have to walk as far in order to get the materials that she needs to cook, which I will appreciate. A little bit less work for her, for me, for my mentality. Now, the reason I did some of this is because I don't want to be just harvesting rice all day, every day. I need other things to get done. So once we get this planted, cotton and corn are definitely going to take a lot longer to get out here. That is less time planting on a daily basis. We will still have some corn available. I'm sorry, some rice available on a regular basis, which will be good, but we won't be seeing literally only planting being done on a daily. So we'll let them get to work on that. Research is occurring. So that is both A, good, because that means he has nothing else to do, and B, scary, because he has nothing else to do. What am I doing? I'm going for a walk? Like, I respect that. Don't get me wrong. Can you maybe also, like, cut these trees that I've asked you to do? Like, not for nothing or anything. Thank you. It's not too much to ask, I don't think. Alright, so looks like Slade is going to get some hauling done for us. He's going to go deliver this wood to the various areas so that Boxgus can go ahead and construct those walls for us. And really, I would kind of like for her to do that immediately, if at all possible. Like, not to be that guy, but you have higher priorities right now. And I am going to micromanage you if I have to here. A hare self-tamed. Welcome to the colony, random rabbit. We will leave you alive for now. We will probably kill you and eat you later. How could you? Very easily. Very, very easily. He looks delicious, frankly. Okay, so we're getting this boxed in, thank goodness. So now, what we can do is we can switch. We're going to copy the settings here. We're going to create a stockpile zone. It's going to be right here. And now we're going to paste those settings there. Then we're going to delete this stockpile. So what that should do is make everybody go and set everything that was over there in here. Now, that is going to take a lot of Slade's day. I respect that. We got a meteorite of sandstone. Frankly, I am not hyper interested in that. It says we have low food. That is pretty much incorrect. The problem is, since we moved our stockpile, it doesn't see any food there. But that's okay. It'll figure itself out. I have faith. Okay, we all go to sleep. We'll figure this out tomorrow, I'm sure. Batteries are still being researched. Once the batteries are researched, they're going to go in here. Actually, we are going to now designate this to be very cold. And what that has done is that has now made a freezer. Now, food that is stored in here should freeze over. You know what? While we're at it, temperature. We do not have... Okay, do we have 90 steel and 3 components? 42 components. We have just enough steel? Oh, we have a little more than just enough, but you get what I mean. Go ahead and make a second cooler right there. That is my greatest desire for you. Okay, we are taming animals. That is fine. I do not actually have an issue with that. What else are we doing? Okay, so we have started the arduous process of moving everything over. Thank you for that. It is now considered outdoors in here. It will not be once this cooler gets finished. Just for a little while. Try not to worry too much about it. I certainly won't. Alright, getting some plant cutting done. That means all of our growing is done for the moment. Heal root is at 50%. That is excellent. Corn is coming along. Some more rice will be ready here pretty soon. Like things are just kind of looking good, to be honest. I do still want raw food in here. You are going to put raw food in here, right? Yeah. And now, so here's the thing. I want all this food hauled, please. And I need it done pretty much ASAP. What are you doing? Hauling rice? No. You need to haul these packaged survival meals. Combat supplier is approaching. I'm okay with that. We'll see what they have available. Please haul more of these packaged survival meals. Box Ghost. Hauling rice. No. Packaged survival meals. Now, you may be wondering why I'm worried about these. We are about to make all of them unallowed. That will be our backup food supplies from now on. Now then, once they get all the stuff hauled out of here, we'll be able to set that back to a prison. Bio. Social 14. You are talky man. Go and talk. I don't really think that's how it should be said. No one asked you. So there's a revolver and a machine... Well, that revolver is ours. So there's a machine pistol here I'm somewhat interested in. But really, I'm interested in this assault rifle. And the thing is, we can afford it. I kinda think we need to buy this. Alright, so we're buying this assault rifle. We will sell you our steel knife. We will also sell you our revolver. So we're gonna lose most of our money here. That is frustrating in its own way. But, we now have an assault rifle. Assault rifle is not something we're generally going to get that early. You are not good at shooting. You are terrible at shooting. Alright, so basically I've got 2 melee people for the rest of everything. But that's okay. Alright, hauling is going well. We now have a heat wave going, so we are going to need to make a special little temperature thing here called a passive cooler. Now, what this is going to do is this is going to passively cool the area. Now, admittedly, I would rather have actual coolers in here, but we do not have our electrical workings really set up for it at the moment. Major break risk. On me. How am I doing? What's wrong with me? 8 without a table. That's your own fault. Sweaty. Minor pain. Unsightly environment. Got rebuffed. Depressive. Awful barrack. You are, like... And I remember now, specifically, you are the one who's going to be the problem. Because everything just kind of pisses you off. It's going to be difficult to deal with. Should be able to do it, but it is annoying. How am I going to handle this? May seem like an easy thing, but I'm trying to think of the best way to handle it. We're all asleep, so I'm going to speed it up. So he's just got to be grumpy all the time. Even with the passive cooler, it's real hot. It's got to be real hot everywhere. I'm not even going to try to mess with this too much more. I do need the temperature to be pretty low, though. Here, so... Cool. So that's gonna... Yeah, it's going to be super warm in there for a little while, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but it's just the way it has to be, frankly. Alright, everyone's up, everyone's working, getting stuff done, doing the things. This... We're going to keep the food there just for now. Alright, we've got simple meals. We've got rice. Chunks of spacecraft have landed nearby. Excellent. That's a lot, too. And that is actually also a lot of berries. So hopefully someone will go over and take care of that later. How are we doing? Okay, trade caravan's leaving. I'm okay with that. Slade, what is your prerogative right now? You are hauling wood. Thank you for that. We are also going to be hauling some rice. Yeah, get all that rice, please. And get it in there. Major break risk. Yeah, it's me again, I know. There's an affair going on. Archivist courted Box Ghost by exaggerating his own way of walking. Box Ghost was attracted and is now Archivist's lover. Archivist married to Parrot has begun an affair with Box Ghost. Yeah, you know what? That's fine with me. We need to make a double bed. As for prisoners. Double bed, please. Actually, we're going to move this one in here. And this one in here. This is like a secondary storage / prison right now. If you could actually get onto that for me, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. You're a peach. Let's make a double bed. And I wonder who we're going to assign it to. Please also do this. Unavailable? Okay, so it's already been assigned, basically. Box Ghost has taken some components back to the stockpile. That is perfectly fine. And then I really need her to go and construct this bed. This needs to be done. It needs to be done now. And it is just hot. It is hot everywhere. That is really unfortunate. Yep, get that built out, please. Sign to that and that. Done. So they'll be a little bit happier with that setup. Still just getting some hauling done. What I think we need to do is move the workshop down here. And in order to do that, what we'll do is we'll set up this. And we'll put a door here, door here, door here. And then we're actually going to set some floors up as well, because we hadn't actually done that in here, and that will be fine. So this will be our prison. This will still be our barracks at the moment. This will end up being our workshop and our storeroom. At least for our food, we may set up a separate storeroom. Actually, this could be our storeroom here, and this could just be our cold storage. I will consider that later. For right now, it's probably going to be the workroom. Just to get stuff like the cooking apparatus and everything else out of the living area. Now, if you'll give me one moment, what I'm going to try to do is we tried to stream this a little earlier, and I was losing frames like a crazy person. I think it's because I was uploading a video. I want to test it, and so we will. This shouldn't affect anything. That being said, I'm not 100%.
But in true honesty, we're all about the rainbow boxes. That's just
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's some extra sound for you. Sorry about that. Okay, and we are getting things done now. I'm pretty happy at the moment. There's our hare. We're going to leave him alive for now. He's cute. We don't really need the meat at the moment. I think we've actually cooked most of the meat. Rice. Maybe we didn't. No, we don't have any. Did we just eat it raw? That's very possible. That is very, very possible. So I really do want this research done. So despite my better judgment, we're putting his research up to 1. I need Box Ghost to do cleaning first, no matter what. So we have some disease. We have some flu. Flu is very bad. Please tend to this flu. Flu is definitely not going to be good. Number 1, that's going to cut our production down by a lot, since it is my Archivist pawn, the one who's generally doing everything. That is at least important. And he got food poisoning too. So the flu, he's got 3% flu. Immunity's at 3%. That's going to be rough. That flu is, okay, now it's at 4% immunity. So we need to get that immunity out ahead. It's not going to be super easy, but we will do our best. He's going to be more or less bedridden for a while, which is frustrating. These are the things you deal with on the rim. Now, with a lot of illnesses, infections, flus, stuff like that, you want to kind of get ahead of it. You want to make sure that you are trying to get your colonists to immunity as quickly as possible. In that case, you need to get your best doctor to give them the best medicine available. Generally, if you can get your immunity out ahead of your infection and keep it there, you're going to be perfectly fine. Once you hit 100% immunity, they are fine. Once you hit 100% infection, they are toast. So we already medicated him. And And see, like, his flu's at 6.1%. His immunity's already at 8%. So we're doing good. We should be perfectly fine. His consciousness is very poor right now due to food poisoning and the flu. Bad. That's just bad. So really, everything that happens right now is going to be up to our other two colonists. Can I not? Okay, well, that's fine. So we're getting floors done. We're getting walls made. Heat wave is over. I am happy to hear that. We will deconstruct our cooler. I've got Slade researching. I want him on full research until we get batteries, frankly. If he needs to go and have some recreation or anything like that, okay, I understand. Yeah, we're like 4% ahead of this infection, so we're good. Food is doing pretty good. We've got 6 meals. I'm happy. We've got rice that spoils in like 37 days. I think we'll be through it before then. Honestly, once this finishes cooling down... I've got this turned around. Are you actually kidding me? I'm very upset right now. I've got this cooled around, turned completely around. So, in order to set up the cooling system, you need to have the heat outside and the cold inside, and I had it completely backwards like a freaking scrub. Please come and work on this cooler. I need it like baby needs milk. Colonist needs treatment. Please tend to that. Okay. Now then. Boom, 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 boom. That should cool this down significantly over time. Our double door situation should help with some of the escaping air. Yeah, it's slowly creeping down. Now, we're not going to be able to keep that temperature in there very easily until our batteries get created and we can store some extra power. But we have that set up at least. Once batteries are researched, which should be any day now, we're really going to be able to get on top of our power supply issues. Alright, so I put it to speed 3. Okay, it is now cold in here. Rice is frozen, will not spoil, so our food is in a pretty good place. Now, as we lose power, as the wind turbines die, obviously we're going to have that temperature fluctuate a little bit. Yeah, Psychic Soothe. Every colonist of the male gender is now much, much happier. So our two gentlemen here should be having a slightly better day. I actually prefer that, seeing as Archivist is kind of a Debbie Downer at the moment. Everything is kind of butts for him, and that's okay. And, boy, he is just snuggled up next to you asleep, isn't he? He's tuckered out. Little boy's asleep on the couch. It's very cute. Alright, so... feeding our freaking patient here. We've got research going on. So, honestly, research after that, we are probably going to want to go with... we're probably going to start working towards gunsmithing, because I need to be able to make... yeah, okay, so I say that. But we have one person who can't shoot. We have another person who could shoot, but she prefers to melee. And we have one good gunner with an assault rifle. Do we really need to make more guns at the moment? I'm thinking probably not. To be completely honest. Completely. I think we'll be okay, frankly. We could work on a couple of other things that I know normally needs to get done. The flu has been tended. How is it actually going? Okay, so you've got the flu still. Oh, man, it's just your immunity is going to be just bollocks. All right, batteries are done. So can we talk about your bed rest, man? Like, you need to kind of get up. Not going to lie to you. Like, I want to see what we can do with him on a little less bed rest. This may come back to bite us in the ass pretty hard, but I want to try it. Let's get some batteries going. So I want a battery here, battery here, battery here. And then power conduits all the way through. If you could be so kind as to start working on that battery. A freaking fire started just randomly in our crops. If that could stop, it would be lovely. If you could please put out the fire, please also put it out. Thank you. Not 100% sure why that decided to occur, but here we are. You are not working on a battery, which makes me extremely sad. Or did you already finish it? You have already finished that. Alright, come here. You need to work on these power conduits, no lie. Where are you going, crazy person? You are hauling steel? Is there just random amounts of steel up here? Sure is. Not really where I want the steel to be, but hey, beggars, choosers. I'm both. Alright, so let's get some hauling done. Let's get some other stuff done before we set research back up here. Don't get me wrong, I would really like some research, but I got some other priorities, man. And actually, this is about where I'm going to stop this episode. So let's... Well, we'll end up saving and quitting the menu, because it is permadeath. But I hope you've enjoyed. This has been another episode of our vanilla playthrough. Hopefully there's some good information here. If I've missed out on some information you'd like to know, you have any suggestions for other games, or even for what to do here, or any other questions and comments, please leave them in the comments below. I'm checking them. Anything that you mention, I'll at least try to take a good listen to and try to implement if I can. So... thank you for joining me on the Rim, and I will catch you next episode. Bye, everybody.